Hi ladies, Ali here from Clear Skin and Wellbeing. So today I thought I would show you what I bought yesterday from my local Aldi store. But before I do, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe and also please like. So I've got a few products here which I bought yesterday, and I've got to say they're not very expensive, they were quite reasonable, and they all tend to be dupes from other brands, but under the Aldi umbrella, and it's called Lacura. Now the first product I bought, I have to show you here, is the Vitamin C Hot Cloth Cleanser. Now vitamin C is great for pigmentation, and that also evens out the skin tone, so it's a great one. It also comes with its own cloth, which I do have here. I've got to say it's perhaps not as soft as the cloth as the dupe it's obviously the dupe to Lizelle, and the Lizelle cloth is does feel softer, but actually it's not bad, and the price point, I think it's around £3.99, £4.99, is a lot cheaper than Lizelle. Now it also contains vitamin E, which is great for soothing the skin. Highly recommend that. And cocoa butter, which is great again for soothing, and thyme oil, which is very good if you've got dry skin to help with any irritation. So it's also cruelty free, and on here it says vegan. So let's take it out of its box. Let's put that there. Now with this, the scent is very different obviously from the Lizelle, and it's definitely more of I think it smells quite peachy. Some would say orangey peach. So, you know, if you don't mind too much fragrance, it's a great one. Now I don't have anything on my skin at the moment, so I thought I'd just sort of give you a little demo. Now it feels really good on the skin, I've got to say. It feels really nice. And obviously with the cocoa butter, nice and moisturising. This is a definite one for waking you up in the morning because it's quite zingy. It's great. So I'm just going to rinse that off with my cloth. So yeah, that's a very nice one. It does make you feel quite refreshed. As I say, great for the morning. Yeah, skin feels good and it's a nice consistency. Now the other thing I bought with it was the Lacura Healthy Glow Retinol Toner. Now they do come in a couple of variations, but I chose this one because it had retinol in, and also it's with jasmine flower, and I think it's a dupe for Pixie. Now I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it's a huge bottle. It was probably £5, something like that. Multi-action toner, but the important thing is it contains 5% niacinamide. Now I love niacinamide, and I've already done a video on niacinamide if you'd like to go back to that. But niacinamide is great for evening out the skin tone, and also helps with those pores, and I suffer with pores particularly on the nose area, so this helps not completely get rid of them, but it does help reduce them slightly. So it's a really good one, niacinamide, and is great niacinamide for all skin types, including skin which is sensitive. So I'm going to take this off here. What I love about this, it has a most amazing scent. It smells really floral and it's just beautiful. I'm going to show you here, just give a few little dollops of that, and I'll put it on, actually just put it on this side. Yeah, really lovely scent to it, and it feels really nice on the skin. What I like about this toner, and again I've already done a video on toners, is you don't want anything with too much alcohol in, or no alcohol whatsoever, because you don't want anything to be too drying, particularly with older, mature skin, such as mine. So it does feel really good on the skin. Aqua is the first ingredient, and niacinamide is the second on here. So always look at the ingredients to see how high up the list they are, and it does come up quite high. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that, and I think that was quite a bargain. Now the other thing I bought was an after sun sheet mask, and I can't remember how much I paid. They come in a pack. It comes in a twin pack, a pack of 2, and I haven't used it yet, I've got to say, but it's an after sun one, so it also comes with witch hazel and hyaluronic acid. Now, of course, if you've had sunburn or your face has got a bit red from the sun, it's a great one because the witch hazels can help with any irritation, and the hyaluronic acids can really help with the dryness because it helps plump up the skin, but also helps with those wrinkles. So it's suitable for sensitive and sun-stressed skin and for all face shapes, which is important when you're applying one of these sheet masks on as well. So that one, I think it's about $4.99 for two. You'd have to double check, but again, you know, quite a good one. If it contains hyaluronic acid, I'm quite happy. Now, the other thing I bought was they had two of these. They had it's the illuminating primer, but they also had one which was a foundation primer. Now it's called Snapshots Ready, and it's oil free, which I like. So you don't want an oily face. It was quite expensive. I think it was $7.99, and you know, you don't get much, but a primer is really important. Now I tend to use a tinted moisturiser. So especially if you've done derma rollering or something like that, and you've got channels on, you know, small holes, channels on your face, you don't suddenly want to put on any tinted moisturiser or any foundation straight on, because you're going to end up with colour in the tiny little holes, the channels. So it's always good to put a primer on first. It fills in any little holes, if you like, and then it helps with the smoothness. So it's really important. Now, although this is the illuminating one, I would still use it with if I was using a foundation, for instance. Now it gives this sort of a dewy look. I have tried this, and it's actually rather nice. As I say, it was about $7.99. So as you can see, it's got a slight shine to it. Again, I'm just going to put it on here so you can see. Again, no scent to it. So I don't like things which are too scented. You don't want to be laying lots of different scent on. One smelly thing's fine, but you don't want too much. See, and it just gives it just a slight shine, just a hint, just ready for whatever product, tinted moisturiser or foundation you're going to apply. And it just acts as a very good base. So whatever you apply on the skin afterwards is just going to seamlessly glide on, and it's not going to go into any crevices, any cracks, such as any wrinkles, for instance, because this would actually also fill in slightly a wrinkle, as well as those pores. So that's, again, another good one. Now I've just got another couple of products. The other one I bought, which to be honest I wouldn't probably use, but I did buy it for my daughter, and it is the highlighter stick, which I'm sure, you know, if you want to be Instagram ready, or you want to just a little bit of highlighting, is great. Personally, I don't tend to use highlighter, very, very rarely. I think it was about $4.99, and it says to put it on the cheeks, and I think it was the cheekbones, and also the Cupid's bow, and a tiny bit on the nose, just the bits you want to highlight. I'm just going to show, I just put a little bit on my cheek here so you can see. I mean, it's not too much, it's just a little bit, so you can just see it's got a hint of light. If I put it here, you might be able to see that? Just a bit of lightness. So if you wanted, now I've got a shiny nose, but if you just wanted, difficult in this light, if you just wanted a hint, you would just add a tiny bit of this, either on the nose, and it says Cupid's bow, and also just to highlight those cheeks before you put any blusher on. Now, the other thing I want to show you is, I know it's not part of skincare, but you could say it's well-being, and that is that they do amazing candles. And the one which is my favourite of the lot, as you can see, it's literally used, it's in a black jar, this one, and it is their Velvety Rose. Now, it's just got such a lovely scent. It's interesting. Now, in Aldi's, they do 2 or 3 different various scents, and the Velvety Rose and the Lime Basil Mandarin always go first. So if you ever see them, you've just got to grab quick. Whereas the one which tends to hang around, which obviously isn't the best scent, or the scent which sells the most, is pomegranate. That always seems to be there. So for instance, I bought this a couple of weeks ago, and I went back, and of course they'd all gone, but the pomegranate is still hanging around on the shelves there. So if you do get something like this, it's good to 2 or 3 while you can. So that I would highly recommend. They also do various other things of makeup. Now again, you know, it's not luxury brand, but you know, if you don't want to spend too much money or you just want to try a few different things, you know, it's not bad, it's great. So I would highly recommend it. So there we are. That's all the Lacura products. Well, not all of them, but some of them from Aldi. Very happy. Some I think are better than others. I mean, for me, probably my star would be this one, and obviously I do love my candle, and I must admit I'm quite impressed with this. I mean, they're all good. So there we are. Again, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe, and also please like, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.